Do not go out there. Hold the line. This is not our fight.
Oh, he's got his gun. He pulled out his gun. I saw that. We don't want your dirty eyes. We don't want your dirty eyes.
When they get done with us, they're coming from you, for you, and all your interracial children. Y'all are next, and you'll be standing up here fighting for justice just as well as I am. I am so disappointed in the state of Minnesota.
There has never been a time in history in which the good guys were zip tying children.
Now, I'm not a big fan of Dr. Umar, but I was at the grocery store just the other day. It was actually yesterday, and I heard a Caucasian woman over the phone. I was just passing by, and I heard her, and I quote, "She got off birth control because she wants one of those mixed babies, you know, like with the nappy hair." My brothers, love who you want. Love who you want. Love who you want. But
they're trying everything and anything to get black and brown people in those streets en masse to do something to ICE. And I mean everything and anything. You know what's the quickest way to get a reaction from people? A dead white woman. And they know it. And they're trying to get everybody riled up, everybody up in arms. Don't fall for the bait, man. That's exactly what they want. They want you to go out in the streets and unalive ICE agents. That's what they want. They want to enact martial law so bad and blame it on black and brown people so bad that they're willing to take out their own women to make a statement, to do so. Just saying.
Black people, I don't know if you have noticed something going on in America. For a time, many Black Americans have been focusing on their own lives, trying to survive, to take care of their own families, make money, and find peace. Suddenly, every time America has issues with politics, society, or even the economy, who do they run to for protest first? Obviously, it's the Black people. Now, social media is full of headlines, anger, and division because they know that if they push the right buttons, people will get upset. The real question is, who really benefits when Black people are always protesting? I don't want to take much of your time. Let's quickly get into the video and come back for more discussions. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscription button.
Look, they know how to protest. You hear me? They know how to protest. They know how to protest when it's against us. They know how to organize when it's against us. They know how to burn our communities down. They know how to shoot at us, kill us. They know how to do everything when it's against us or against the system when it ain't about them. They know how to do it. Don't believe nothing they say. If they get in your comments talking about it's us and we don't need to do anything because this ain't never been about we. Not never. It's always been us against them. And now that them is turned against them, now it's we. No. We all know Black people, we don't like we. Who is we? Who is we? Y'all know we don't like that. But don't believe nothing they say. And don't y'all get out in them streets. They know how to protest. They can ban books and ban schools and ban history and do all kinds of things to protest against their history being known. Against our history being known. They can protest a million things when it's against us. But now that they need to protest for the issues that they have caused, and all of a sudden they don't know how to do it. No. Don't believe it for 1 minute. They know what they're doing. They want us and our bodies to get out there to be the sacrificial lambs, to be the mammies, the mules. But we're not doing it. So don't y'all get out in them streets and don't believe nothing they say. They know how to protest.
Wait, a white woman was killed? I'm starting to think we have a serious systemic problem. Wait a minute. Law enforcement can't just be shooting people. Oh my gosh, they're lying. Law enforcement is lying right in front of her. This is just now getting out of hand. I don't think I like this. She was white and she's
trying it. They are trying it, Black people, Black Americans. They want you out in those streets. They don't want you to take a step back. Take a deep breath and look at the entire picture. They don't want you to do that. So they are using our children to try to trigger us to get out into those streets. They want you in those streets so that they can beat you black, blue, and bloody, arrest you, or murder you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, because this was fake. This is a viral photograph of a police officer arresting this little baby. And it's supposed to be a police officer arresting this little black baby in Chicago. This is a viral photograph. And my people are deep in their feels over this photograph.
Speculating that Elon Musk wants to enact martial law because he just raised the idea of releasing Derek Chauvin, the police officer who had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes straight, from prison. Number one, Elon, you aren't even the president. You do not have this authority to even be floating this idea in the air. Number two, you know what will happen if you release Derek Chauvin. People are going to take to the streets, and America will essentially, God forbid it doesn't, but is going to burn to the ground. Which made me think, is Elon trying to enact martial law? Does he want people to take to the streets so they have a reason to enact martial law? And are black people being used as a sacrificial goat to get what he wants? Elon Musk's stocks and companies are plummeting in all countries, and countries are denouncing him and his Starlinks. They're ripping up the contracts. So why out of all times are you now bringing up Derek Chauvin, who is a cold-blooded murderer and should be in prison? The forensics team looked at the George Floyd situation and said, look, this cause of death was asphyxiation and nothing else. Closely examined. This, you see it on video. This was nothing but asphyxiation from having a knee on his neck for 8 minutes. Everything done to Americans, people losing their jobs by the tens of thousands, government jobs being taken away. DEI, which reversed discrimination, has been reversed. The anti-discrimination law is dismantled. Not one black person in any position of power in the White House. You have it all. Is it not enough? What else needs to be done? Congratulations. You've oppressed people that have been oppressed their entire time in America, but I have one question. You've done everything you wanted to do. We're about to go into a trade war. Stocks have crashed. Will Elon Musk not be happy till all brown people are across the border and all black people are slaves again? This is insane. What is this revenge you're looking for? What happened to you? Nobody's bothered. You ever notice? Black people don't bother nobody. And it's always someone that looks like Elon looking for a problem, going out of their way to create the problem and then victimizing themselves after. Everybody's saying if this happens, everybody stay home, just be intelligent, don't do nothing crazy. And look, protesting is legal. You can protest. Don't do anything against the law. Let Elon's karma deal with Elon. You don't have to go out there and be Elon's karma, okay? Let Elon's karma handle that. Don't do anything against the law, please, for you. And Elon Musk, go focus on your 13 other kids who hasn't seen you in the past 6+ months, instead of daydreaming and having dreams and nightmares about black people, because we don't care about you. You're just like, notice me, everybody notice me. We don't care about you. This is only going to hurt your brand worse, and you're not going to get what you want out of this. I promise you that. Y'all let me know what you think below.
Hey, y'all. We have to be careful with businesses, products, and services that market and promote themselves as black owned. Because as black Americans, we have learned within the past several years that anti-blackness is also prevalent among other communities of the African diaspora. And I am frankly very sick and tired of we black Americans being exploited, our money and our labor being extracted by communities that hate and deride us. And again, unfortunately, anti-blackness is global. The Essence Festival and what happened with it is a prime example. There's another example. There is a sustainable toilet paper company. Now, I've given you all the hints to find out which one it is. I'm not going to name names, but it promotes itself on this app as black owned. Now, this morning I was going to order some. When I did some checking, I found out this particular company has 2 co-founders. One is white, the other is black, but he was born in Nigeria. And this company sends proceeds from the sale of its products to nonprofits that support communities outside the United States. This is important. I wish that we could just support any company or business that says black owned. But again, black Americans, we have seen how we are almost universally hated, even among those who are from the African diaspora. All those videos where they express hatred for us, they spew white supremacist talking points, yet they come here to the United States and are able to build businesses, go to school, take advantage of so many opportunities that black Americans struggle make possible. And I know, damn Rod, we have to be even more careful. Unfortunately, yeah.
Black people, black Americans, chosen Israel, let's show these people that we're not stupid. Right? Their number one tactic is divide and conquer, right? So let's start a new trend. If you're a black woman and you hear some type of division of a black man talking down on black women, ignore it. They're agents. Ignore it and be like, you know what? I still love black men, right? If you're a black man and you hear some type of agent podcast of black women speaking down on black men, ignore it and say, you know what, I'm still going to love my women, right? So let's show these people that we don't fall for their psychological operations. We don't fall for their psyops. Regardless of what black person that you see doing that something you don't like pertaining to your own race, ignore it and be like, you know what, I'm still going to love my people. When you do that, you are literally not allowing their psychological operations to manifest. You're not, in layman's terms, you're not allowing it to work on you, right? Ignore it. Understand that, yes, you have reprobates in every race. The difference is black Americans, we're the children of Israel. So they take our reprobate-minded people and put them at the forefront of who we are, as if like they're representatives of black people, right? So ignore it. Let's start that as a trend, right? Ignore it. If you see a black man talking down on a black woman, ignore it. Be like, you know, I'ma still love my brothers. I recognize he might be a singular road, right? But I'ma still love my people, right? And if you see, and vice versa, right? Be like, you know what? I'ma still love my people. If I see a black man doing something saying something about a black woman, I'm ignore it. If I see a black woman saying something about a black man, I'm ignoring. I'ma still love my people. That's how you break through their psychology. That's how you break through their sorcery. Because what they do is they stage these people, they put these agents up, and then now you feeling some type of way about your own people, and bada bing, bada boom, their programming worked on you. That's how it works. And you know why they do this? Because we're God's chosen people of Israel. We are the children of Israel. We are the real biblical Jews. We are the same people that Pharaoh had. We are the same people that the Most High God, the living God, sent Moses to free. Literally. We're those people, right? Break through their sorcery, break through their psychology. All praises to the Most High. Happy Memorial Day to my vets out there. I don't mess with the government, but I always have love and respect for my vets.
So there's this pattern that many people have started to notice in America. Every time America enters into chaos, every time politics gets ugly, every time the economy becomes stressful, suddenly American racial issues become the topic again. Many people are now asking, why does America always have this problem? I want us to talk about this slowly and deeply and think about the American situation. Ordinary people, black Americans who are out here trying to survive American challenges, people who are worried about food, rent, healthcare, gases, and rent, simply making it to the next month in America. Most people are not waking up every morning planning protests or political battles in America. Most of these people are simply trying to live lives in America. Then something happens in America. A headline explodes online in America. A video goes viral in America. Social media becomes angry overnight in America. Celebrities start speaking about his news channel, repeat the same stories. Before you know it, the whole of America is emotionally charged again. Now, whether you agree or disagree with this protest in America, it's not the main point here. The bigger conversation is who really benefits when the public in America becomes emotionally divided. Because if you look carefully, America today is under pressure from directions. America's economy is very difficult for families. Political division is getting worse in America. People no longer trust institutions the way they used to in America. Social media has made outrage move faster than facts in America. Millions of people feel frustrated about the direction of America. So what really happens in a society where America that is already filled with stress, emotions become easy to trigger in America. Racial issues are one of the most emotional subjects in America. That is why every racial controversy instantly dominates the internet in America. People stop discussing inflation in America. People stop talking about corruption in America. People stop discussing about corruption in America. They stop discussing about systems in America. Suddenly everybody is fighting with each other in America. Many people believe powerful systems in America understand exactly how emotional these issues are in America and how quickly they can capture public attention. One thing about these other races, they usually want, when something happens, they want us to be involved. They want the black Americans, to be involved. You know, for the longest time, and we all know that black Americans have been minding their own businesses. Black Americans have started to focus on themselves, their families, their lives, their business opportunities. You know, they are tired of coming into the picture, helping people who will never stand out for them. So they were like, you know what, it's high time we mind our own business. So that's what exactly this group of people, they have been doing. Now, since they have noticed, especially I'm talking about the white America, since they noticed that something is really happening with them, they started to bring along all this chaos, trying to put a lot of pressure in it so that black Americans can be triggered and fall into it and start joining protests that don't even belong to them. Another day to remind you, black people, just focus on your life, lock in, focus on your struggle, on your career. Nobody cares about us. They only want us to fight. They only want us to fight for them, and they will never reciprocate the same kind of energy back to us. So if you have a business, if you have a family, my love, if you had planned to go for a certain vacation, please go. Don't wait for people. Do not wait. Go take care of yourself. Mind your own businesses. Let people start noticing the black excellence, the black success, till they're like triggered. Like, how come these people are so blessed? How come these people are getting more successful than us white people? Where did we really go wrong? So some things like this protest, let them be none of your businesses, because the moment you try to focus with it, let me tell you, it always ends badly, guys. Many people today are stepping back and asking questions in America. Are we really informed? Are we constantly being emotionally manipulated in America? Are people truly solving problems in America? Are they just reacting to endless cycles of outrage in America? Because if every year brings another conflict in America, another social explosion in America, another racial controversy in America, another wave of anger in America, yet ordinary people's lives continue getting harder and harder, people start questioning the entire system in America. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, guys, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscription button. Thank you so much. One love.